Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the brand new HTC One. Now, ladies and gentlemen, HTC is officially back in the building. Now, y'all know I've been a diehard HTC fan since back in the days, even before Android phones. But lately I've been rocking everything Samsung because, you know, when it comes to Android phones, Samsung is basically on top of the food chain. But this is the one right here I've really been waiting for. This is the one that actually might take the title from Samsung. This phone is a definite go. I've been using it for a couple of days. Let's check it out and see what it looks like. Now, keep in mind, the price is going to run you off contract about $600. So when it comes to presentation, you want something nice. And y'all know I like a nice box. HTC definitely didn't disappoint. This is a nice box. Definitely. So let's flip it over. Let's check out some of the specs real quick. Of course, it has Beats audio. Now, you can pause this for yourself and read everything in detail. I'll just run through them real quick. You know, it's running Android 4.2.1 with HTC Sense 5. You got the 1.7 gigahertz quad-core processor. All right, now, I got the 32 gig version. I think AT&T is going to have a 64 gig version, whatever. But if you're rocking with Sprint, you could get the 32 gig version. It comes with 2 gigs of RAM. All right, it got a 4.7-inch screen. That's 1080p full HD. All right, full HD. You got the HTC boom sound with the dual front speakers. Now, when it comes to the camera, now you're going to have to pause this and read all yourself. I ain't going to get into all this because I'm not a photographer. So when it comes to ultra pixels and megapixels and, you know, the 2.0 28 millimeter lens and, you know, all that stuff, the average person doesn't really know what that means and doesn't really care. The question is, does it take nice pictures? And the answer is yes. It takes some banging pictures. Banging. This is actually the best HTC camera that I use yet. Yeah, I know I had basically all of the HTC phones. All right, Bluetooth and all that stuff. Y'all know the deal with all of that. It shows you what comes in the box. And as you can see by the sticker on the back, this phone is officially Floss certified, all right? This phone is a definite go. So let's open it up and see what you get inside the box. Now, when you open it up, you get the actual device, which is beautiful. Inside, you get the usual books and shit. No reason to even, you know, really go through all of this. You get the usual, the recycling bag, you know, typical books. Nobody's ever going to read them. Whatever. You get your charger, micro USB charger. You get the cable. And this is something that's hot. You get a set of headphones. Now, at first glance, you might think these are Beats headphones, you know, because they're black and red. But these are not Beats headphones. They just have a nice, you know, black and red theme to it. I heard these in the Sprint store the other day, and they sound great, you know, especially for a set of free headphones. You know, you can't go wrong with that. Has the button. So this is a good look, free headphones. I always like to get headphones with a device, especially one that costs over $500. All right, so that's all you get inside the box. Let's take a look at the actual device. This phone is so sick, all right? Now, you heard me say build quality is important when it comes to you know, a premium phone. This actually is the best built phone that I've used yet. Everybody knows the iPhone 5, you know, before that was my favorite built phone. This one right here, the camera doesn't do it enough justice. You got to go up in the store and hold it for yourself. The phone just feels boss, all right? This phone feels like you paid, you know, $600 for it. Has the full aluminum build to it. If you look on the sides, it's all aluminum, no plastic, nice glass on the front. This phone is sick. So let's take a look around the phone. On the front, you got your camera, front-facing camera. You got your sensors. Now, this is also something that's really sick, the dual speakers. I can't stress this enough. When you're playing music or you're watching videos, the dual speakers make such a big difference. Trust me, the dual speakers when you're watching a YouTube video or if you got the phone flat on the table, most phones have either the speakers on the bottom or the back of the phone and you don't really get, you know, it kind of distorts the sound. But with HTC, they did the speakers on the front and it sounds sick. With the Beats audio and the boom sound, trust me, it's a definite go. On the bottom, you got a back button, you got your home button. All right, on the right side of the phone, you got the volume rocker. That's it. On the left side, you got the micro SIM. That's it. Now, on the top, you got the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and something that I've always liked about HTC is they put the power button on the top. I prefer the power button on the top. A lot of people got used to Samsung putting them on the side, but me personally, I love having the power button on the top. And if you look at the button, it's kind of recessed a little bit, so it just gives it that extra, premium look to it. Not a big giant plastic button sticking out. It just looks sick. Even with the volume buttons, you see how they kind of like flush with the side of the phone? Sick. On the back of the phone, you got a camera, you got the flash, you got your Beats audio branding, and you got HTC. One thing I would have liked was a kickstand, but whatever, with the unibody design, I guess they didn't throw that in there, but no kickstand. That's kind of what HTC is famous for, but with the Evo line, me personally, I think they should have dropped the kickstand on it, but whatever, it doesn't hurt the phone at all. No micro SD card slot, but like I said, 32 gigs. And if you use Dropbox and Google Plus and all that, then you don't really need that. And HTC, of course, you're going to be able to root this. So once you get it rooted up, you're going to have all those sick ROMs on it, and you're going to be going crazy with it. The phone itself, super smooth. Now look, let me show you from the power screen. Let me show you what Blink Feed is. Now, if you don't know what Blink Feed is kind of like Flipboard. So you have all of your social networks and all your news and whatever you subscribe to, sports, weather, and all that. You got everything right at the home screen. So this is my home screen right here. As you can see, I got my Twitter, I got my Facebook, got my news, sports, got everything right on one feed. All right, so just like Flipboard, if I want, I could just update my Facebook status. I could update my Twitter. Everything from the Blink Feed. All right, so when I do the real review, we'll get into all of that stuff a little bit deeper, but Blink Feed is sick. Now, if you don't like that, if you want to just have the stock Android look, you could disable that, or you could just swipe to the side, and now you got your regular stock Android look. Everybody knows one thing that's sick about HTC is the weather and the weather animations, and that hasn't changed at all. So if you check the weather, you get those beautiful animations. That's one thing that I've always loved about HTC is the weather animations. And when I do the real review, I'll go through and show you all of them. But trust me, it looks sick. Let's see some of the places I'll be at all the time. Let's check out Buenos Aires, see what it looked like over there. 73 degrees. Now, I'm underground over here, so as you can see, it's updating. My internet is mad slow in here, but I can't get anything different. All right, nighttime Tokyo. Different animation. But it's just sick. Like I said, when I do the real review, we'll go through all of them. Definitely sick. This phone is super smooth. Now, look, I thought I was kind of hesitating when it comes to going down in size because I'm so used to using the Note 2 as my main phone. I thought by going from 5.5 to 4.7 that it was going to be like using a small phone. But this phone, it doesn't feel like it's 4.7 because it actually takes advantage of the whole screen. So it feels a little bit bigger than it actually is. And just that build quality. The build quality, I can't stress enough, makes this phone so sick. The HD display, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's killing the Samsung displays. All right, this HTC display right here is killing all of the Galaxy displays. The display is sick. The phone's super smooth, no lag. Y'all know that one of the things I didn't like too much about my Evo 4G LTE was it was kind of a little bit laggy. It lagged here and there with the Sense UI. It was a little bit too heavy. This UI, no lag at all. Once you pop your phone open, everything works. No lag, super smooth. Now, let me show you some of the other phones I got right now next to it so you get a little size comparison and see what it looks like. All right, now, with your iPhone 5, it's definitely bigger. Like I said, this phone is actually, the iPhone 5 was my official favorite built phone, but this is my new favoritely built phone, is the HTC One. The quality on this phone, it makes you not want to put a case on it, but you're going to have to because this gets dirty real quick. I've been using it for a couple of days, and one thing I can tell you, the phone gets dirty real quick. So you're going to have to keep wiping it down if you want to keep that smooth aluminum look to it. And you definitely want to get a screen protector because you don't want to scratch up this nice glass. All right, so next to the iPhone 5, it's a lot bigger. If you have an Evo LTE and you're thinking about upgrading, trust me, this is the upgrade that you want. All right, if you're not really feeling Samsung and the Samsung TouchWiz UI, you can't go wrong with the HTC One. About the same size as the Evo LTE. About the same size as the Galaxy S3. It's just when you hold these phones and you hold a Samsung phone, trust me, when you hold the HTC next to a plastic phone, this phone feels like a toy compared to this one. This one feels like, I don't care if you work at McDonald's or Wendy's, when you holding this phone, you kind of feel like a boss. All right? About the same size as the S3. The screen is maybe 1 point inch smaller, but like I said, it feels the same size. And next to the Galaxy Note. So it's smaller than the Note. So I know a lot of the homies gonna be like, look, I'm so used to typing on the Note and I'm used to the big giant screen. I don't want to go back down in size. But when you hold this phone in your hand, you might not mind taking a little hit with the size. A couple of inches with the, a couple of millimeters difference with the size. Nice and thin. When I do the real review, I get into all this and all of the features and all that. I know I always say that and I always end up making these videos too long, but whatever. Once I start going, it is what it is. I'm not going to get too heavy into all of the features. I will show you one feature that's sick is the camera. Now, they have something called HTC Zoe. I'll get into that when I do the real review, but you take little 3-second clips, you make your own movies. Sick. The camera, the picture quality on this, now, I got the phone on silent, so you didn't hear the zoom, but the picture quality on this is definitely sick. Look at that. Now, I'm going to do the camera test when I go outside. I'll do a daytime and nighttime camera test, drive around the block. Let me just throw this out there real quick. A lot of people been hitting me up asking me, how come whenever I do camera tests, I keep doing them, filming the car, filming the same area. The reason I do that is because when I do my camera test tonight and this afternoon, if you want to know the quality of the camera, you go back and look at some of my older videos. Look at the S3 camera video. Look at the iPhone one. All of them are going to be the same video shot. So this way you can kind of compare which one looks better. I'm going to drive the same car. I'm going to drive around the same block. And we do the same lighting conditions. All right? So that's why I keep doing it over and over. It's not that I don't have nothing else to film. Shout out to the trolls. All right? On a scale of 1 to 10, fresh out the box, this phone is a definite 10. Like I said, this is a definite iPhone killer, without a doubt. Now, we really got some phone wars for the summer. Because it's between this, the Galaxy S4, and the Galaxy Note 2. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me, out of all three phones, plus whatever Motorola brings to the table, y'all know I hate LG, so I'm not even thinking about the Optimus Pro and all of that. It's a good phone, don't get me wrong, but I just hate LG. I hate their UI. Even though you can root it and put your own UI, whatever. I just don't like LG. That's my personal opinion. Whatever you do, what you want to do. But when it comes to between the HTC One, the Galaxy S4, and the Note 2. Now, everybody's saying the Note 3 coming out and all that, but we can't count that because right now that's just still, hypothetical. There's no pictures of it. There's no release date. We got to talk about phones that we can actually go out and buy in the next couple of days. So, I got word from my homeboy that work at Sprint that the Galaxy S4 is actually going to be on deck in a minute. So the S4, this, and the Note 2. Which is the best one? We're going to do a bunch of videos and compare. Right now, off top, I'm still, as much as I love this phone, I'm going to say the Note 2 because, I just love the S Pen. I love the S Pen, so I'm going to go with the Note 2. But this is a real summer for phone wars because if you get any one of these three phones, you're going to be sitting on top of the food chain. Trust me. All right? So let's talk about accessories real quick before I get out of here. What did I do? The other day I was up in Radio Shack getting some wires, and I found this case right here. This is a nice clear case. Let's slap it on and show you what it looks like. A nice clear case. This way you still get to see that aluminum look. You still get to see the gray and red that lets everybody know you got the Beats audio, you got the new HTC joint, not an old one. Not too much protection with it, but it doesn't add any extra thickness, and it just gives you that stock feel. So if you put a screen protector on the front and you got the clear case on the back, you're still going to be able to enjoy that premium build feel to your phone without adding some big giant out of box. Shout out to everybody who works, fire department, police officers, construction, and all that. And you might need to get an out of box because you don't want to damage it. But you don't need to be rocking the out of box with this when you're up in the bar, you're up in school or you're up in the club or whatever. You don't need all that protection. You want to actually, enjoy the build of the phone. All right, so I got this clear case. Radio Shack, $20. You pay an extra $2 and you get that warranty on it. So if it breaks, you bring it back and get a new one. And what I will tell you is the case is very flimsy. so it's definitely going to break if you keep taking it on and off. And y'all know me, I like having a whole bunch of accessories, so I will be taking it on and off a lot. The top is going to chip up. Then I'm just going to crack it up, take it to Radio Shack, and get a new one. What else? We got screen protectors. Now, you could get these from Sprint, 3-pack. I haven't even opened it yet. No reason to get into it. Once this video's over, I'm going to slap the screen protector on. 3-pack of screen protectors. Now, this case I got from Sprint also. This case is kind of sick. All right, now, this is official HTC case, but it looks sick because it has the gray and red theme to it. So let's open this case up and see what it looks like. I didn't even open it up. I just seen the colors, and I was like, let me get that. So let me pop this open. All right, so this is what the case looks like. I didn't even see the front, but the front looks sick. This is nice. Pop that plastic out of there. Oh, okay, a couple of pieces. All right, now this looks nice. Let's drop the phone on and see what it looks like. So you slide the phone in. Then you got your top. Then you got your bottom. Okay? So this case right here is sick because it almost kind of gives you that look of like, you know, the same color theme. Got the gray and the red. Got a nice HTC branding on the back. Nice red and gray theme. Yeah, I like this case. I'm going to rock out with this case for the rest of the week until I get some more cases. This one is nice. And it's, you know, it's like a hard shell. So it's like a plastic material. Like I said, you throw a screen protector on the front and you rock this case and you got some good protection right here. Fellas, make sure you don't scratch up that camera because everybody knows once the HTC camera gets scratched, it's over. It's over. All right, what else? And the last accessory, shout out to everybody who still got their HTC Flyer. I'm still rocking my 7-inch Flyer. Y'all seen the videos from this back in the days. I never got rid of this. I started to get rid of it, but I never got rid of it because I kept hoping and praying that HTC would come back one day with something hard and, you know, I'd be able to have a nice HTC theme. You hear that? Now, I haven't turned this on since a while, but trust me, now that I got the nice HTC phone, I can break out my HTC tablet. So when I go to my meetings and stuff, drop these two on the table, I'm back to Team HTC. On the scale of 1 to 10, the HTC One is a definite 10 out the box. So far, I haven't seen anything I don't like about it. I just wish it would have had a micro SD card and the kickstand, but whatever, that's nothing to take any points away. I'm still giving it a solid 10. This phone is a major go. Major, major go. Top of the food chain. Shout out to everybody that rock me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I be at full time, 100%. Y'all know I'm following everybody back. It's your boy Floss. I'm going to get up with y'all in a couple of days with the real review. Also, we got that Galaxy Note 8 real review. Got the hot Android apps. Got the iPhone tweaks. We got a whole bunch of videos coming up. I just got to make some time to really get up in here and get busy. All right. Also, I'm going to put the link on the Google Gangster Facebook page for anybody that want to get the stickers again. We got a new shipment of the stickers here, so start sending them back out to y'all cats that want to, you know, let everybody know that your phone is officially Floss certified. All right? It's your boy Floss. I'm going to catch up with y'all on the next trip. Deuces.